Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be doing another Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading. I apologize in advance for the mess. Anyways, please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Join membership if you like my messages. If you want additional messages, that's where I post all of the additional channel messages as well as anything else extra. I post there almost after every video, so definitely join if you're interested. Again, link in the description box. Yeah, we're gonna get into this reading. Like before, I'm not gonna go through every card because my nose is gonna be running the whole time. I'm still a bit sick. Also, this is like chaotic. I have even more cards that you guys can't see off camera. There's a lot, but I feel like these types of readings, the ones where I get really into it and I just like can't stop clarifying, are the ones where I get the best messages because I get all the details out of it. So I kind of have this idea of what went on, what is going on with the masculine right now, and something that went on in the past as well. Everything's kind of like coming into focus here. So yeah, basically, if you haven't been keeping up the past readings, I recommend you go watch those first. I don't really want to go over the whole past that we've been talking about, the storyline we keep picking up on, but essentially, there was a masculine that left basically a bad situation with a group of people. It seemed like he was living with multiple people. Could have been 2 women, could have been more, could have been a masculine involved too. I'm getting like at least 3 people could have potentially been involved in this. It could have been roommates living in some location. Anyways, he got out of there. He was trying to leave before. They didn't want him to leave. Is this whole story. He finally left, got away from them. Something to do with drugs and alcohol as well. These people are involved with. And so now we've been seeing him kind of like on his own, outdoor area somewhere, camping, on a farm, I don't know, somewhere by himself. We're getting a lot about like RV park or like teaching students like in an outdoor area or like a mental health facility. Someplace like that is where he is right now. And while he's there, he's thinking a lot about a divine feminine and basically thinking about how he's going to come out and say that he's in love with her. This masculine is, we talked about it in the last reading. I recommend watching that one if you want to know more, but he is absolutely in love with this divine feminine. He hasn't been able to get her off his mind. It's something like he feels like this divine feminine changed his life in some way, made him a different person. Okay, yeah, so he feels like this divine feminine change the way he looks at everything. I keep getting something about awakening. This masculine's going through an awakening right now, or has gone through one finally. Like it's like the last steps of his awakening process. He's finally seeing his life for what it is, seeing how he's been treated, and he's like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want this life anymore. I'm gonna change, and it's all because of something this divine feminine said to him, or just how he feels when he's with this divine feminine. They're different from everyone else in his life, and that's why he feels so drawn to them. This masculine's all sorry. Okay, this masculine's also having dreams about a divine feminine as well. Something like very spiritual. He feels a spiritual connection, and again, we talked about this as someone who's never felt something like this before. This is a very strong connection. He literally could be having like spiritual dreams or like envisioning the future with you, and he's like, why am I feeling this way so intensely? The fact also is that you guys haven't been in contact, and he's like, why can I not stop thinking about this person? So anyways, long story short, this masculine has had you on his mind, not just now, but for a very long time for a lot of you. This goes back to like last year in the readings, and I'm going to tell you why. But he has been thinking about coming towards you for a long time. You've probably been tired of hearing it, hearing the messages about it, but I'm going to explain to you why you might have been hearing a lot about it and he hasn't made like a move yet or something. So we're going to get into that. Basically, okay, I am getting that there is something going on in the courtroom right now being talked about in regards to the past with a masculine. They're talking about what went on. Like a karmic person's basically getting in trouble right now. They're about to be taken down basically. Like if they haven't been already, I'm seeing like in the near future they're going to end up getting in trouble for what they did to this masculine, what they took from him as well, and they're going to end up likely going to prison for that, or facing serious consequences. And it's also going to come out in the news. Like, it's that significant. I keep getting that message very clearly here. It is going to come out in the news. You're going to hear about this. So yeah, basically, I also figured out why we've been hearing about Christmas time as well. So there's something that went down at Christmas time for whoever this message is for. Something serious went down at Christmas time. Basically, I'm getting that a masculine at Christmas had already like had plans to leave this person, leave this group of people. He already knew they were abusive, like he already like had experienced that. He already knew they were into drugs and alcohol, and maybe he found out some sort of illegal business they were involved in. He just didn't want to be a part of it anymore. So he had made plans to basically leave, is what I'm seeing. But not only that, during this whole time he was with this person, like, this is why I say, for many of you, this masculine's been thinking about you for a long time. At Christmas time, I'm seeing that he bought, like, an engagement ring, but it wasn't for this karmic person. He bought it for divine feminine, because he already knew that he planned on marrying her. Like, that's what it is. And it was around Christmas time that was significant, because he had actually planned to contact a divine feminine and drive to her at Christmas time, around the holiday season, some point, either New Year's or Christmas. He planned to contact her and reach out, but there was something that happened, and that's why you never heard from him. But that's why we saw all those messages like, oh my God, he's about to reach out, he's about to text you, like, it was so close, and then all of a sudden it's like everything pulled back. And this is why, because so he got this ring, and basically, we saw this in past readings. You can go back and watch them. Some karmic person, one of the roommates or one of the people he lives with, or just like the one he was with, found receipts or something of the ring, or they somehow found out that he bought a ring or went shopping for something for divine feminine, and they freaked out. They freaked out about it. They were like, what is this? Like, blah, blah. They thought it was for them at first. When they found out, they got really angry, and there's something like they felt, I think even before this, they started to feel this masculine pulling away from them. And so this just made them freak out even more. They were like, oh my God, who's this other person? Like, I don't want you with them. I don't want you talking to them. And that's where we saw that whole situation with some sort of altercation that happened, some sort of fight. This masculine was trying to sneak out, remember? And then like a group of people stopped him. We were getting like messages like someone stopped him at the door. Something like that. Because I'm seeing that he literally had planned to fly to someone, like a plane ticket, or like in a car, like he planned to travel to someone. I just keep getting that at Christmas time he planned to travel, and he also planned, he had something written for divine feminine as well, something he wrote out. It was like romantic, and also it was like an invitation to something, and he planned to like come to your house or something and ask you to go somewhere. He wanted to take you somewhere, or like take you out on a date or something, and he had like so much to say, and he planned to do it around Christmas time, and then it was all ruined because of what happened with this person finding out, and other people, the other roommates found out, or whoever else he was living with, they weren't happy either. And so there was a fight that occurred, and this was not, I don't feel like, just a verbal fight. I feel like it was also a physical fight. These people could have had weapons like a gun or a knife and threatened this masculine, if he leaves, you know, this and this will happen to you. So then basically I feel like he felt like he had to stay. And not only that, if it wasn't threats or something, I'm getting that this karmic person, they made this masculine feel guilty for leaving. Like, they were saying like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not gonna be able to afford bills, like, how am I gonna afford food anymore? Like, and because they also had some sort of addiction or something, they were saying like they were relying on this masculine for help with that. And so this masculine felt kind of guilty. He felt kind of sorry for them, because like, what are they going to do without him? Like, they're already on drugs and alcohol, or they're not doing well mentally. And this person even could have said something like, you know, like, if you go, like, I'm going to unalive myself or something like that. It could have been that serious, or I'm going to do that to someone else. I'm also getting for some of you that this person was saying something about the children to get this masculine to stay. So if they had kids, they were using the kids to bribe this masculine to stay. They were like, oh no, like, the kids are going to miss you so much. Like, what am I going to do? I won't be able to afford this stuff for the kids. Something about the kids they were using. And then not only that, again, like we talked about, if this person knew they were pregnant from someone else, or like, I don't know, or was sleeping with other people, they had this idea of like, what if I say that, you know, like it's his kid or something, then he has to stay. So for some of you, they could have actually done that. And that's what's going on now. Like, we found out about that. I mean, we had messages about paternity tests and like who's the father. So clearly that could actually be what happened. For others of you, they just used the kids in general and used other things like as a way to keep this masculine around. So they basically guilt tripped him into staying. And not only that, if that didn't work, they threatened him. And this all happened around Christmas time. This whole thing that we talked about, if you go back to the past readings, that's when this seems to have gone down. So that's what's getting talked about in a courtroom now. It's like getting brought up, and there's evidence about what happened. And there's also evidence about like the fight that occurred. Like, I'm getting that something was recorded on video. We said this before, like on a camera. There's evidence of an altercation or something, or what this person did. And then not only that, this person also, I'm getting, they took things from this masculine. They took his money. So they basically also, I'm getting for some of you very specific message. I think we said this in a past reading. They took the ring. They took the ring that was meant for divine feminine. Like, they stole it and they wouldn't give it back. And that's why this masculine also couldn't leave. They took the ring. Remember, we were saying they took something so he couldn't leave? That's what it was. So yeah, this person was just crazy. They started acting really crazy, worse than they probably were. And this masculine already, again, had planned to leave them ahead of time, and they just got worse. And the threats got worse. I feel this person got crazier when they found out about you. I'm getting stuff about them throwing things as well. And then this masculine is like, ends up being back with this person, staying there, not leaving. And then he's just like depressed and sad and pretending to be happy. There's also something about him having to pretend that he's not interested in you, pretend like that he doesn't care about your messages or anything. Like, he had to act like he had no interest in you, so this person would not respond negatively. That's what it was. Like, this person basically held him against his will. It's there. Like, and this could be, again, multiple people that did this, and they were using him for money. The only reason they wanted him to stay was because they needed help paying for their bills. They couldn't afford things by themselves. They needed this masculine to work for them. Yeah, I'm getting more too, though, in this reading. I keep getting credit card fraud. I'm strongly getting that this could have been more recent. So if this masculine did finally end up leaving, which I see he did, we talked about this, he ended up getting away to some sort of, you know, sanctuary outdoor area by himself, very alone, out in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. When he did that, he got help from a friend to do that. We also saw that in past readings, like a family member or someone helped him out of that situation. Or he did contact authorities in the past, I'm seeing. He could have contacted like police or child protective services at one point to try to get help. I don't know if it went anywhere, but he did, I feel like, try to get help from someone in the past with this situation before he ended up finally leaving, getting away. But yeah, so he was stuck with these people. These people were drug addicts. They were also saying to this masculine, like, oh, I need money for this and this. But instead they would go use it, you know, for drugs or something. They would say they need it for one thing and use it for another. And this person I am getting, one of them was pregnant for sure. Like, but again, they could have convinced this masculine it was his kid, but it is not. It is someone else's. I'm strongly getting that message. This person just faked everything. They faked everything so this masculine would feel sorry for them. But I mean, at the same time, if that didn't work, that's when they started using threats. So yeah, that's what's going on there. And then he finally gets away, and when he gets away, that's when this person gets into like the weird stalking mode. So before he even left, they could have tried to plant something, you know, in his car or like somewhere to track him. Some sort of camera. This person was going crazy. Like, they thought they were going to lose him. So then they started getting really weird and stalking him is what I feel. And this could have been more than one person involved. I keep getting 2 feminine energies specifically for that. But they were stalking him, and they were also trying to hack his bank accounts. I keep getting that. They could have even hired someone to help them do that. They were trying to hack into his bank accounts to, you know, get access to his money because he no longer was giving them access because he left. So that was the next thing they tried to do to him. Like, these people, they just have this like series of events of things they've done. I'm also getting that these two people that live together, like one of them, the one he was romantically involved with, or multiple of them, they all could have worked together. Like, they could have been co-workers. We talked about this many times. But if they were, I'm getting someone was another person's boss. Like, one of them was the other's boss. And I feel like they denied this person, like we said, like moving up in the business. Like, they always just put this person down. They didn't give them credit for their work. I'm even getting that if they were the boss, like, of this business and this masculine was working under them, or just like in any way they were working together, they were also plagiarizing this masculine's work. They needed him around because he was better at the job than them, but then they would like take credit for whatever he did and he never got the credit for it. It's something like that too. So these people were not only involved in a home life, they were also involved in work somehow. And maybe they had some sort of contract at one point in time. I don't know. But now there's like a court situation going on that's literally talking about all of this stuff, that's going over everything that they've done. And even stuff about potentially attempted unaliving of someone with this group of people. Like, they were that serious. And something about music too. I keep getting something about a music video that's significant. Someone here makes music or writes music that was involved in this situation. But I just see them like watching something in the courtroom. Like, they're watching a video back that's like evidence of something that happened. Or something like that. Like, they're listening to something, the police are watching something. So yeah, right now at this point, this masculine has got the evidence he needs. He's got help from police. And I'm seeing that he's about to get a huge settlement offer for whatever this is. Whatever he's been through, the police are seeing him as someone very brave, very strong for whatever he's been through. And yeah, basically the whole courtroom, I feel, is going to decide in his favor. And he's receiving a lot of money from whatever this is. Like, a lot of money is what I'm getting. I was pulling cards like this masculine's going to be rich from whatever this is. It also could be a lawsuit in a business as well. I keep getting that word lawsuit. So yeah, that's what's going on in that situation. Again, something about child protective services. Someone here could have to pay child support, but it could be like, but not this masculine. Like, this person again could have been using this masculine, having him like pay child support or something when he wasn't even the father. So now he's getting all the money back, something like that. And then whoever the real father is, like, I feel like he's gonna have to pay child support on this child. And I feel like he probably is another one of those people that's just like drinking, involved in drugs, just because that's kind of like the whole situation. But it could be different for everyone. I was getting that they have to pay back stolen money. Something to do again with plagiarized work or plagiarized work project, some sort of work project that was plagiarized. Whatever this is too, this court case, sorry. Okay. Whatever this stuff is that these people did, like, it's newsworthy is what I'm telling you guys. Like, I keep seeing this reading. It's going to be coming out on the news. Specifically, I'm getting locations again in Arizona, Nevada, like somewhere around that area, specifically Arizona, also like Las Vegas. Something could have gone on there. I'm just getting like the dry deserty area again, something with cactus. Yeah, there's going to be news. And also California was significant too. Also is getting this reading, someone here is a surfer as well. Someone surfs. That just came out a lot. So yeah, California and Arizona seem to be very significant right now. Those were kind of like the OG ones too, I think. And then also, I keep getting stuff lately about New York and then also Toronto. I do feel like someone could have had an apartment in New York, one of these people. Could have owned an apartment building. Maybe they own the whole building. I don't know. Apartment there. And then I'm getting strongly Toronto because I actually heard a specific location in Toronto today. And I was hearing North York a bunch of times, and then now I have this specific location in North York. So I feel like someone here could be planning to move to Canada is what I'm getting. Someone could be planning to buy a home specifically in Toronto. I keep getting stuff about real estate, a lot of messages about real estate and realtors. I keep getting a ton of messages about sports team people too, like the NFL players and NHL players, like hockey players and football players. I don't know what's going on with that, but like someone really watches their sports or something, because I have gotten nonstop names and I know no one in sports, guys. These are definitely channel messages. I know it when I don't know anything about it myself. But I'll tell you guys what I heard later. I have a lot of channel messages again today. Anyways, okay. I'm also getting as well, so not only everything that they were doing in terms of like hacking accounts, I also get that they hacked this masculine's phone. That could have been how they were stalking him or watching him. They wiretapped someone's phone. That is significant. That came out in past readings too. So they were watching his phone. I also was getting, I keep getting this message, so I feel like I should say it, like someone is closet gay. I'm getting that it's a feminine energy, someone's a lesbian. They don't want people to know that, but it might come out. So yeah, so someone could be like closeted gay, and when all this stuff comes out, that also comes out. I'm also getting that there's going to be some sort of significant announcement or something that comes out that's going to shock you, that's going to shock a lot of people. So again, this is newsworthy, whatever this is. And then, okay, in terms of like this masculine, also another random message, sorry. Someone here also likes boba tea, drinks it a lot, like, or bubble tea, whatever it's called. They drink a lot of that. Yeah, I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, for this masculine, what he's doing right now. So in terms of this court case, I feel like he is either been successful or he knows it's about to go in his favor, because I'm seeing him like in the Six of Wands energy with the Justice. Like he knows he's going to be successful. He already knows it's going to work out in his favor. He's not really worried about that anymore. He's kind of feeling excited, I think, about it, if anything. Meanwhile, though, he's got his mind again, as usual, on Divine Feminine. He's like thinking about her, thinking about how he's going to say something to her. And so basically right now he's in the same place he was at like Christmas time. Like he's back to being like, okay, I have all this stuff I had planned, like, but now is my chance to actually do it and carry it out. So I don't know when he plans to exactly do this for all of you, but like he is really wanting to do it, like very much wants, like, because everything's kind of working out now for him, so he kind of has like some freedom to be able to do things. I'm just seeing him though in this like confused, procrastinating energy, kind of like, oh, it's so scary though, I don't know if I could do it. But then the other part of him is like, I can do this, I can do this. I literally pulled a card that says I can do this. So his plan is to move towards you or drive towards you, just like before. It's to travel towards you, and he has some sort of written message or invitation to give to you. Or like for some of you, I'm getting he's just coming directly to your door. He has like a message he wants to say to you or ask you something at your door. If it's not like a proposal at your front door, it's like an invitation to ask you to come with him somewhere else, travel with him, and then he's going to propose to you. And for some of you, I'm still getting that message that came out again today about Paris. For some of you, you're going to get proposed to in front of the Eiffel Tower. I'm sorry to give it away, but that's what I'm seeing. If not that, it's Las Vegas. He has plans though. This masculine is sneaky, guys. He has plans and he doesn't want you to know about them. Like, he's so secretive. He doesn't want you to know. He doesn't want anyone to know. Like, he literally is, it's funny. Like, he wants it to be a surprise for you so bad. He doesn't want you to know ahead of time anything. He just wants you to be shocked. So whatever this is, that's why you're not hearing anything about it. I literally pulled, I would show you, my stuff's so messy, but I pulled top secret and a lock right there if you can see it. Yeah, he doesn't want you to know, but then he's going to reveal it all to you. I keep getting something about someone wearing sunglasses too. I don't know why that's important, but there's news coming your way. I just keep seeing there's news that you're going to hear soon or going to find out. And also this whole thing has to do with spirituality, your connection and everything. You guys are twin flames. I'm seeing this masculine, like, he's awakened. He looks at you as like a twin flame now. Like, he gets it now. It's almost like something clicked in his mind where it didn't before. Now he's like, oh my gosh, like this is my person, this all makes sense now, it makes sense why I went through everything. Oh my god, like it's like his whole past makes sense now. He understands like the karma, everything. He just gets it now. It's like it clicked. I'm also getting randomly like he's embarrassed about ignoring a message from you in the past. Like if he didn't answer a message or he left you unread, something like that. Like he feels embarrassed for that. He regrets it. I also am getting stuff about the park. I mean, obviously he could be staying in a park or something, like we said, outdoors. Something about nighttime, someone's home. I'm strongly getting that he plans to come to someone's home. He's gonna shock you. He's gonna show up with his luggage. I'm getting, okay, like he has his luggage right now. He has his passport. He's got everything. I keep getting messages about that. He's traveling in a car. Remember, guys, timing's different for everyone. I'm just saying, like, this is what I'm seeing coming up. This is his plan. Like, he plans to come towards you just like at Christmas time, but now it's like his second chance. And I'm getting that. It's a second chance. And he feels like this is the last chance. He's got to do it because he's really scared of losing you to someone else. Like, he doesn't want to lose you. He doesn't want to regret not taking the chance. So he's going to do it. I keep getting him, like, listening to music or something, too, or, like, writing music or a music video is somehow significant in this situation, too. But, yeah, and I'm also getting that he's, like, in hiding right now from these people. The reason he didn't reach out earlier is because, again, he knew these people were after him. He knew they were looking for him. Like, if he was to, like, show his face again or come out somewhere, he knew that they might come after you. It's kind of like that. He wanted to tie up all the loose ends before he came towards you. He was just really afraid. And also, he's just afraid. He's like, part of it is just his own little bit pride and ego, a little bit just, like, being scared to reach out to you, and, like, he doesn't know how you're going to react. He wonders if you feel the same as him. It's just nerves. Like, honestly, guys, it's just nerves. Like, he's just scared. He's just procrastinating and a little nervous. It's kind of like a self-sabotage thing. He just gets in his head about everything instead of listening to his heart. But I know he's going to do it. I have this feeling like, yeah, based on the messages here, he's going to do it. He's going to propose to you. Like, I'm telling you, it's a proposal. I can't change the message anymore and say that something else. It's a proposal. Yes, I also see him wanting to work with you in business somehow, but before that, it's a proposal. And it also, again, involves a plain surprise, something about recognition, like recognizing you for who you are. I keep hearing something about concert tickets, too. That could be significant. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. And let me see if I have anything else. I don't know. Sorry about how stuffed up I am. Yeah, I also was hearing in terms of, like, the proposal that you guys go to or, like, happens between you two. I was hearing that song, Applause. Like, is the applause now? I don't know, by Lady Gaga. It's like, wherever you get proposed to, I don't know, I'm feeling like there's other people watching. I feel like you're in the public eye somehow when this happens, so keep that in mind. Yeah, okay, now we're gonna go through channel messages. Again, I apologize, these videos have been so long lately, but I feel like I'm really getting into the detail of things, or at least I'm trying to, for you guys. So yeah, I hope you're still enjoying them. By the way, also, I was getting something about divine timing in this reading, transformation. It's like all of a sudden this masculine's finally going through the last steps of his awakening, transformation. It's all about divine timing. It was supposed to happen at this time. Everything's happening exactly as it's supposed to. Something like that. Yeah. So anyways, okay, let's get into the channel messages. Okay, I was hearing Maverick. I also was hearing Circus Folk. I heard rivalry. Why can't I say that today? I know how to say that word. Okay, never mind. You know what I'm talking about. I also heard Toronto, Westbrook. I heard Balance Beam, North York again, which again is in Toronto. I heard Pedal to the Metal, Grounded, Evening Storm, Recital, Launchpad, Hypocrisy, Trauma Bond, Practical Learning, Successor. Okay, I was hearing the name Johnson again. I keep hearing that name. It's a last name for someone, I feel. I heard Jeremiah, Tree Trunk, something about a dormitory. Okay, and then I was hearing Science Hall or Science Class. Something about bush beans, like, you know, the canned brown beans. Something about a hitchhiker, buckle up. Also was hearing the name, I've heard this many times, I don't know what it's about, Casey James, which the only one I know is a singer. There's also a model that's named Casey James, but I mean, obviously there could be many others. One of them lives in Texas. I was hearing drama teacher, bad luck, North Dakota, village square, rectify, property, financial planning. Okay, and also property is significant. Just keep that in mind because I've heard so much about property, real estate. I'm strongly getting someone's involved in that field, or there's something about that gets sorted out because, yeah, I just heard too many messages about that. So property, financial planning, director of student care is what I heard. Someone could be a student at a school or work at a school or a teacher. Also was hearing decorating the front hall closet, whatever that means. Millipede, so again, something outside. I heard construction. I heard Bethany, yet again. For some reason, when I looked up Bethany, there's something called Bethany's Hope Foundation that I think is near me. That could somehow be significant, so maybe look that up. I also keep hearing the name Matthew, but I'm hearing it like Matthew J. Like his last name has to start with J, I'm getting. I don't know. That's just the way I'm hearing it. So the first one I heard was Matthew James Stewart. Again, I don't know if that's the right name. I'm just hearing Matthew J something. So that person's a lawyer. Matthew Jameson is the other one I was hearing, which is LGBTQ acting agent. Again, Matthew J, like if you know Matthew J, that could probably be what I'm referring to. That's just what I'm picking up on. It's hard to hear sometimes. Also heard drama teacher, again, instructor, hedge fund manager, which is significant. That message has come out so many times. Hedge fund. Something about the hedge fund manager. Washington, D.C. is what I heard after that. Okay. Sorry, there's a lot of messages, but stick around for the later ones because there's actually some very detailed ones. I also heard vengeance, smoker, lawn care worker, mitigation officer, or migration officer. Could be either one. I also heard family funding program, direct deposit, caravan, blackmail, product development, teamwork, deepening bonds, groundwork, class dismissed, Bank of America, hardwired. I thought that was interesting. Bank of America and then hardwired, something to do with money. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. I heard Sloan Management. When I looked that up, there's a Sloan Management in North York, which is the place I keep hearing in Toronto. So I looked up what it is. So it's Sloan Partners Property Management. So literally, again, something to do with property. They also rent office space in Toronto. So someone could have been renting office space from that location specifically. Yeah, something about North York is very significant. Sorry. I also heard project manager, teammates. See, I keep getting stuff like people are working together on something. Selective promotion. Yeah, selective promotion. I feel like that message makes sense to what we're saying. Someone was being promoted maybe while other people weren't, and it was something to do with like they didn't want them doing better than them, or someone in the higher up position I feel like was treating people in the workplace wrongly. Like they were giving some people a raise instead of other people. I don't know, something like that. Like the workplace was messed up, I feel. Also heard cartridge, ink cartridge, bank accounts, Bob Sanders. So again, with the sports names, Bob Sanders is apparently a former professional American football player of the NFL. I also heard account manager, Topaz, teammates, again, friend zone, mentorship program. I've heard that so many times. I heard alleviate stress, doctor's notice. Someone could be going to the doctor for stress relief or something. I also heard bench kick again. I keep hearing that. Bobby Flay. I heard chef's kitchen or chef's kiss. Something about Barack Obama. I also heard driven mad, dance recital or rehearsal, which is interesting. We've heard a lot of messages similar to that in past readings. I think I heard that later down too. I heard backing me through college. Someone could be paying for someone's way through college. I also heard, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cough again. I heard Follybrook, which is a nature reserve in London, UK. I've heard that before, I think. Follybrook is also like apartment buildings in UK. I think it's just like an area. or a place. I also heard Frenchman, band practice, nightclub, prior knowledge of the event. See, I feel like this is something important. Like, did you have prior knowledge of this event? I also heard, did you pay the rent this month? Bookkeeper, coffee pot, silicone molds. By the way, coffee pot, I was getting like a vision of someone like, I keep getting like refilling the coffee pot. Something about coffee. People drink coffee every day or something. I was also hearing silicone molds, country club, pay by the hour, illustrations, visuals, demarketing. I think it's just marketing maybe. Demarketing means financial market timing. I also heard rose quartz or Roosevelt. I heard Merlot, which is like a type of wine. I heard Gary Lee, which also is interesting. So I've heard that name multiple times. Gary Lee is a managing director. Basically, he's a real estate agent. He was in New York and now he's in Toronto. Yeah, I found that interesting. And then, and then right after that, I heard Time Crunch. And then I looked up like the company he works for, which is Bentel Green Oak. And it says Bentel Green Oak's investment management platform and integrated real estate and development services are led by a global team of diverse experts backed by 100 years of institutional knowledge and experience. So something about a real estate agent or a real estate, I don't know, company maybe that's significant. Maybe that specific one, because I have heard Gary Lee many times. Also heard Verizon Wireless system crash, no notice. So there was no notice, some sort of system crash. I heard yellow tag, which is like auctions. I heard deduction, purpose-driven initiative, drum kick. I keep hearing like something, drum kick, drop kick. I heard pay cuts, demoted, deduction. So yeah, someone was getting pay cuts or getting demoted. Sorry about my foot on camera. I also heard Norfolk, yellow taxi. So could have been hearing yellow taxi earlier. Heard mandatory, soft launch, fixation, filling the pot. Again, I feel like that's to do with coffee. I heard Paramount Pictures, which I've heard some about movies before. I heard delirious, cancellation fee, mag swipe, which isn't that to do with like a credit card or something? I don't know. Someone could have recently canceled their credit cards because they found out someone was using them or hacked them or something. I also heard, oh my gosh. I also heard Crisona. I don't know if that's a thing, like Crisona. Maybe it was persona. I heard travel care or travel insurance. Chris Hansen. I don't know why I was hearing his name. Chris Hansen is an American TV journalist. He also hosts, though, the shows Dateline and To Catch a Predator, which I thought was interesting because I'm like, is like this story going to end up on one of those shows or something? Is that why I'm hearing his name? I don't know. I thought that was really weird. Also was hearing doctorate degree, headstone, Matthew James again. Matthew James could be like a film director or someone on TV maybe. Matthew James is also a former football player yet again, who played on The Bachelor. So I don't know why I'm hearing all these like celebrity names, especially sports names. I heard Finch Motors, John Lucas II. Wow, this was so specific when I heard this message. I literally heard the part like John Lucas II. I heard the full thing. I looked it up. John Lucas II is, again, an American professional basketball coach. So, again, something to do with sports. Someone likes basketball, football. What was the other one? Hockey? Yeah, so John Lucas II. I heard bridal services, something about Wentworth, which is that TV series. I don't know if it's something else. Also heard Matthew Donovan, which, again, the only one I know is from Vampire Diaries. It's a character on the show. Maybe someone's just watching a lot of TV. Or maybe someone's full name is Matthew Donovan. I also heard Nicholson right after that. I heard Brandy Moore. Brandy Moore is a singer or songwriter in Victoria, BC, at least the first one I looked up. So again, lots of names. I don't know why I'm hearing so many names. A lot of them are celebrities. Brandy Moore also, if you look her up, she's in a band called like the Nightcaps, or she sings with them, and she sings with them at weddings. She's like a wedding band singer and DJ. So yeah. Also heard Hillcross. I heard Sandy Wilkinson. I didn't find much on her. I heard bear claw, Collingwood Secondary School, periodontal, something to do with someone's teeth. I keep getting messages about that. I feel like someone might be having teeth issues. Maybe, again, if someone's pregnant, it could be related to that, maybe. I also heard Johan Johnson yet again. I keep hearing that name, Johan Johnson, the full name. I also looked it up. One of the ones I found is Colonel Johan Floyd Johnson, who joined the Jamaican Defense Force in October 1992. I don't know. And that was just one that stuck out to me. I also heard Farley Woods, and I heard Highland as well, which is in England. Very specific again. Don't know what it is. I keep getting occasional locations in England, so I don't know if someone has like family there or a background there or something. I also heard mathematics, Prime Minister Stephen Harper. Don't know why I'm hearing that. Someone maybe here likes politics too, because I've heard stuff about different people in politics and I don't pay attention at all. I also heard closet gay again. I heard collection notice, Stanford, something about a blood moon. I also was hearing millicarriage. I didn't know what I was hearing, but after that I heard miscarriage, so I don't know if someone's having a miscarriage or something. I'm very sorry if anyone has to go through that. I also was thinking it could be like, I was hearing like myopathy or myocardial infarction, like something like that. Something medical related is what it seemed. Also heard rapid decline, pension plan, remarkable changes, motion sector, development, Stanson I've heard before too. So Stanson is either can be a health, I think it's like a health company or like an electrician company. Yeah, I feel like that was most of the channel messages. There might be some more. I did tell you guys someone's a surfer, as well as what I'm feeling. Someone has kids. Someone lives in potentially Arizona or Las Vegas or like near there. I also was hearing something about Auckland security. I don't know what that's about. In terms of a karmic, yeah, they are making a lot of excuses for things in the past, why they need this masculine to stay. They wanted money to cover a drug addiction, making excuses they needed it for other things, spending a lot of money on his credit card or something. Yeah, I don't know. Also, I was hearing Trevor Scott too, which is again another American footballer in the NFL. So I don't know what it is about football, but that's a very significant message. Someone watches a lot of sports, maybe. But yeah, I think that's actually most of the messages. Okay, there's a couple more. Also was hearing Bartholomew Jones. If you look him up, he's a music artist. So I thought that was very interesting since we've been talking about music. So yeah, Bartholomew Jones, I heard the full name. I also keep hearing Rokanen, whatever that is. The only thing I could find is it's a science fiction novel. So maybe, again, something to do with, I don't know, science or school. I don't know, Rokanen. I also was hearing demolition, corruption, cancellation fee, frowned upon, Frozen, and Vermont. Something about Vermont. And then I actually pulled a card today, since I did write out all the places now, all the states. I did pull Vermont today as well, so I thought I would point that out too. I also pulled something about Costa Rica a couple times today too. I did tell you guys I felt like someone could be money laundering to offshore accounts at one point, and I don't know, so maybe. Anyways, those are all the messages for today. I apologize again for another super long reading. I hope you guys found these helpful in some way. Yeah, it looks like basically everything's getting sorted out in this masculine's favor. And what he couldn't do in the past, it looks like he is about to attempt to do again. Now in the present moment, he just has a little fear that he has to get over, and then basically that's his next move. So yeah. So anyways, if you want to join membership, it's the join button below this video or the link in the description box. We will try and post some additional messages maybe after this video. If I don't post after this video, I'll try to post later for you guys. Again, I post there almost daily, so if this resonates or you like my content, definitely join. It's where I post more like detailed messages and things. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe as usual. If you ever want to donate to the channel, it's the Amazon wish list link in the description box, or the what's the other one? Oh my gosh, PayPal link in the description box, or you can send super stickers. Anything like that is really appreciated. It really does help support my channel, guys. Like, I work really hard on these videos. I spend like hours on one reading, and I'm like, I know I could just put up a bunch of like smaller readings and not put much effort in them, but I'm like, I have to know every detail. So that's why I post limited time. So your support really means a lot when you guys do join membership or donate or anything like that, since, you know, YouTube is not the best. But anyways, thank you guys again for watching. Also, thank you again for the cards to Whitney, the one that I mentioned in the last video. These are her cards. I barely have any on camera right now, but like I use them so much in this reading again. They're so helpful. Again, I have the Oracle deck and the Tarot deck too. Look up her website. I'll put it in this description box again. I think it's like Spiritual Infusion 1111. But yeah, those are her cards right there too. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.